Elon Musk's SpaceX have announced plans to launch its new Starlink satellite internet service in Africa late this year, with Nigeria being the first country to receive this service on the continent. According to Mr. Ryan Goodnight, SpaceX's Starlink Market Access Director for Africa, the company is working to pursue all necessary licenses needed to bring the Starlink satellite internet services to Nigeria, and a meeting with Nigeria Communications Commission's Executive Vice Chairman Professor Umar Danbata is scheduled for later this month. According to the company, plans are also ongoing to launch Starlink satellite internet service in South Africa in 2022. Last month, the Independent Communication Authority of South Africa also confirmed that it is having discussions with SpaceX regarding Starlink obtaining individual electronics communications service license in the country. Although the technology is expected to be launched next year in the country, South African residents can now pre-order the Starlink internet service at the company's official website. Starlink is an internet service launched by SpaceX to improve internet coverage in rural and underserved areas globally. Starlink satellites are over 60 times closer to Earth than traditional satellites, resulting in lower latency and the ability to support services typically not possible with traditional satellite internet. SpaceX started work on the Starlink satellite internet constellation in 2015. In 2018, the first prototypes were launched into Earth's orbit, followed by the deployment of 60 operational satellites the next year. According to SpaceX, they have deployed over 1,400 small satellites to a height of 550 kilometers as of mid-April 2021. Africa, with its 1.2 billion population market, is the youngest continent with the highest urbanization rate in the world and home to 6 of the 10 fastest growing economies. However, the continent is currently behind the rest of the world in terms of high-speed internet infrastructure, with the World Bank reporting only 22% accessibility to stable high-speed connection across the continent. Many experts believe SpaceX Starlink satellite technology could prove transformative in delivering high-quality internet directly to consumers in Africa, especially in the remote and rural areas. In an official statement, SpaceX revealed that it has been in discussion with Nigeria Communications Commission virtually over the past several months to begin the process of pursuing all necessary licenses to bring Starlink, its satellite-based broadband services, to Nigeria. After a substantial progress have been made in the discussion, the Commission have granted SpaceX's request for a face-to-face discussion to gain better insights on the prospects. The current beta phase of the Starlink internet service, which allows for fluctuating internet connectivity during periods of network testing, is currently rolled out in the US, Canada, the UK, Germany, Poland, New Zealand, and Australia. Starlink satellites beam high-speed broadband internet down to receivers as an alternative to cable-based fiber systems. This is especially important for people in rural areas that lack fiber infrastructure. According to Starlink, with only about 1,300 satellites launched as of February, users can expect to see data speeds vary from 50 megabit per second to 150 megabits per second and latency from 20 to 40 milliseconds. There will also be brief periods of no connectivity at all. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, the parent company of Starlink, revealed in an interview that the speed will double to 300 megabits per second and latency will drop to 20 milliseconds later this year. He added that Starlink targets most of the populated Earth by the end of 2021 and total coverage by 2022. Thereafter, it would be about densifying coverage. By 2027, Starlink hopes to have a constellation of around 42,000 satellites in space. However, only 12,000 of its satellites have been licensed by the Federal Communications Commission and the International Telecommunication Union. Currently, users who pay a refundable deposit will get priority access. This payment ensures that they have established priority within their region for purchasing the Starlink kit when available. This Starlink kit includes a Wi-Fi router, power supply, cables and mounting tripod. The cost of this equipment varies based on different regions. In the US, this kit costs an estimated $499, whereas in the UK it costs around $700. The price for the African region, especially for customers in Nigeria and South Africa, where services will be launched soon, are yet to be disclosed. Besides the Starlink kit, customers are also expected to pay a monthly fee, which is currently $99 for US customers. Although the Starlink technology is being welcomed and seen to be a great boost for internet access across the African continent, other critics are questioning their pricing, which they claim can be expensive for Africans, and calls for regional price adjustments to be more widely accessible on the continent. Facebook and some of the world's largest telecom carriers, including China Mobile Limited, have heeded critics' advice to deploy the internet the old-fashioned way, especially in developing countries. In May 2020, Facebook announced that it would build a $1 billion To Africa project, the most comprehensive subsea cable serving the African continent and the Middle East region, in collaboration with leading African and global operators. In recent years, many Silicon Valley tech companies are investing massively in Africa after noticing the huge market potential of the continent. In a recent report by China Global Investment Tracker, Chinese technology investments and contracts in sub-Saharan Africa is estimated at $7.2 billion between 2005 and 2020, with UI and ZTE establishing more than 43G networks in more than 30 African countries. They have also successfully completed building national fiber optic in several countries in Africa. If you enjoyed this video and would like to get more from a definitive information about trends and mega constructions projects in Africa, subscribe to the New Africa channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos.